Firing on all cylinders. Do you have the startup tools that you need for your business? Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa. I'm the director of marketing at IdeaPros, which you've heard me say every single Friday forever. um, but I'm excited today. I'm a little bit nervous and a little excited. I'll be honest with you. I don't have my cohort, my co-host here with me today. You have me all to yourself. So I am a little bit nervous, but not really because I'm here all the time. Let me know when you're watching with us, just hashtag live or hashtag replay. Hey, Odin, good to have you here. And we're going to kick off today's topic, which is how to get your business to really fire on all cylinders by using some tools. If you guys know me at all, I am a solver of problems with software or any hardware, anything that we can use to make life easier. That's what I'm all about. And so today's show, we're actually talking about two tools that I use that I recommend for all of business owners that I work with, but also there's a little backstory to it. So I'm going to dive in on a story from today. So, and some of you are going to laugh at me, but today I was driving down the street and there was a ton of smoke coming out of my engine and my check oil light went little blink. And so I pulled over right away. Yes, it is not going to be a bad story, I swear. But I pulled over right away, smoke coming out. And I did check my oil because I had that little teeny sign that something was wrong. Turns out my oil was very low. I do obviously have a leak and I'm pretty good about maintenance. So I was surprised that it was that low and smoking. So obviously start filling up my engine with the oil that it needs to run optimally, and I'm back on the road. I'm good, but I'm still obviously going to take it in. Now, why do I tell you this story? Obviously, it's an analogy. And I'm using it because we use the analogy all the time with our business partners that we're helping them to build a car. Well, turns out that, hey, you're going to have to drive that car. We can create a business, but you're going to have to take it and drive it. And there's some things that you need to do for your own self, for your own business, to get yourself lined up so that you can be successfully driving down the road without smoke. Okay. That's really what it all amounts to. And you need to take care of it. You need to spend time on it. You need to keep track of where your levels are in the car. You need to pay attention to those emergency lights that might pop on, and see the smoke and not just ignore it and think I can drive a couple extra 100 miles on that. And really, to get your business engine purring like a kitten, you have to have the tools, right? So you've got to be able to get that oil or that gas that's going to get you to where you need to be, or that coolant, or the all important air conditioner, Freon that you need to keep your car cool if you're in Tennessee. So those things, those tools and resources I'm going to talk to you about today to keep your engine, your business running on all cylinders and make it last, keep it going. So let me know in the chat what you think tools that you use are right now for your business. I'm just curious. That could be software. It could be, what types of things are you, if it's a good old fashioned notebook, whatever tools you're using in your business to keep it running like optimal, put it in the chat so I know what you're using now. For me, one of the big things, there's three big ones that I talk to all business owners about. And that's number one, you have to have a plan. So there's two different tools that you can use for putting together a plan for your business. Internally at IdeaPros, we highly recommend LivePlan, LivePlan. I am going to share my screen a little and show you guys what that looks like. Ooh, blue. Yes, I saw that one. I like blue, the project management software, which is number two. So I'm going to get there. So number one is a plan, a marketing plan, a business plan, whatever is going to help you to get there. Really, a business plan is what you need because it includes marketing. If you've watched any of our past shows, you might know that Fred has talked about, that's got to be muted. What Fred's talked about in the past is that you don't, like, business plans are dead. Well, the truth is that the business plan is not actually dead. It's just a long, long, long business form, the form that was 50 100 pages long of a business plan is not optimal for most business owners that are just starting out. Live Plan is awesome. I know we do have some partners that are using Live Plan right now. Jay Benoit, definitely. It's amazing tool. Let me see if it will share. And it's looking at me. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Live Plan. I have one that we started. We ran a camper van business in Kauai that really took off. This was over 3 years ago. But I'm going to show you what it looks like in the back end. So what you have is sections that you're going to add information to. And I love how each one of these sections has a video and it tells you what you're trying to accomplish. It also shows you examples of what other people have used for their businesses. And you can get, really close to your business type in this to be able to come up with a plan. Now, if we put all this information into a marketing plan or a business plan, if we have all this information in one place, it's nothing unless we can give it and share the information and kind of boil it down into a fast version. So the cool thing about Live Plan is that there is a pitch page. Now, this is going to show, what our problem is. These are all the core things. If you came to me to get marketing done, I am going to ask you these very questions every single time. So it takes all the information you add into the plan and puts it into this beautiful little pitch section. Your overview, what you can do, your mission, we call it a UPS or unique positioning statement, but it's the short version of what your business is all about and what you do. Your problem, your solution, your target market, competitors, how much funds you needed. And yes, we did get this business going. And it's because of Live Plan, sales channels, marketing activities. Obviously, we're not in Kauai anymore, but who's going to be involved? What, resources, all that is in a easy to digest form, because when you take it to a bank, they don't care about the 50,000 pages that you have. Honestly, they actually asked us, we gave it to them and they're like, oh, this one little presentation is all we need. So it boils it down. You can actually publish it and present it to somebody. So you can publish it and get a link to that, just like this, where people can actually go and check that out. So love this tool. It really does help to keep your business engine running because it's clear. You know what your focus is. It's easy for you to share. You can also do forecasting and benchmarks and a whole bunch of other things. But even if you just get your bare bones minimum, what are you doing? What problems are you solving? Get it into this easy format and then keep it at top of mind. Whenever you're hiring somebody or you're talking about working with someone, you can give them this so that they're on the same page, same vision, right? So that's number one. The other thing that I wanted to, I show my notes. Isn't that nice of me? So the other thing that I want to show you guys today is our 1-page business plan. So what this is, if you don't think you want to dive into a huge pitch in Live Plan, if you just want to get these down in short form and have it easily accessible, you can get our 1-page business plan tool. This is a PDF. Just message me in the chat. I will send it over to you. You don't even have to give me your email address. I will share it with you. All you do is download it and then you can edit this PDF. And it really does help you to figure out what are your problems, what's your elevator pitch, what's your solution. It gives you very little space on purpose because it's designed to be the short form so that you can get all of these on one page and print it and be able to keep it top of mind, like on your desk. So let me know if you want to see, if you want one of those. So Jason, you want one? No problem. I will get you this. We'll send you over the PDF for sure. So if you want this, say just hashtag 1-page and I'll get that to you. And so that was the number 2 tool on the planning. So I'm going to go ahead and go over into our task management. So understanding your priorities is the next big one to me. So if I want to, as a business owner, I am overwhelmed by all the things that business needs you to do all the time. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Just tell me a yes if you feel overwhelmed as a business owner, as a new business owner, as a startup, with everything that you have to keep track of and all of the things that you have to be doing. It's insane. You have to be the market. You're wearing so many hats, right? You're the accountant, you're the marketing, you're the innovator, you're the one who's, making sure you have team members. it's hard to prioritize. So a couple of the things that I use to keep my business and to help other business owners keep organized are project management systems. So that would be tasks and priorities. Odin mentioned Blue, which is a project management system, which is great. I think that's up on AppSumo, if I'm right. But there's also Asana, ASANA, one of my favorite tools. I've used it for eons, and it's free. So you don't even have to pay. I mean, you could have quite a few team members working in Asana and never have to pay the upgraded version. It's so fun and good looking. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what Asana looks like, just so you can see. Try to find a project that's not going to overwhelm you, but we use it for everything internally for my business. I use it for podcast posting. I use it for figuring out how many reviews and testimonials I have. I use it for everything. So, and once you're in, it's really easy to add more projects and everything. So I'm going to put this up on the screen. Let me know if you have a favorite project management tool that you're using. It might be ClickUp's the other one that we use, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. But this one, I'm just going to go to a little baby project that we might have. Nothing exciting too much here, and you should be able to see my screen. So inside Asana, you can have lists and you can have tasks, and your tasks can be prioritized. You can put additional tags on them for different priorities, and you can always see your most recent inbox of what conversations are going on. You can see information on this task. And the nice thing for us is that we actually use this to attach any notes, any projects, who it's assigned to, the date. Again, I don't know if it'll do it, but if I actually complete a task, this one, the reason why I stick to it so much is that once I complete a task, sometimes you'll get this really cool little celebration that goes across the screen. Of course, it's not going to do it today. It's unpredictable and it does it whenever it wants, but it's like a little narwhal or a unicorn goes across the screen. So that's super fun to me. The other one that I wanted to show you guys is ClickUp, and that one is very similar to what we do in Asana. There's all different ways that you can configure your systems. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one of our projects in here. And I'm going to get out of Mr. Renegades. All right. So inside here, I might be able to set up my tasks. I can see what's really cool is when you can see the board version. It's just like Trello. You can see all of your items in a Trello board, or you can even see them in a sitemap. This is a totally new thing to me, but there is a sitemap version in here as well. You can help prioritize. But if we go back even one more step than that, if you're having a hard time prioritizing on what you need to do, the grid method of, important, not important, urgent, not important, not urgent, that grid method has saved me time and time again. If you're overwhelmed and you really have no clue what task you're supposed to be doing next, just get yourself a piece of paper, create the quadrants, and start building out. And I wish I had one in front of me. I do literally do it in my notebook quite often. And I just figure out what's urgent and important. And those are usually the things that are on fire. And so you've got to get them done. You don't have a choice. They have to be now. And that's fine. You can live in that quadrant. What you really want to do is start working to where you can get, things that are not important and not urgent. Let them go. As a business owner, you have to be able to say, this is not something that's helping my business right now. It could be something that you do down the road. I love the grid method. I have a software that I really loved that was task management in that grid method. So I will put it in the chat if I can think of what it was. I want to think it was like metrics, something. But it was amazing because you could just stick the tasks in and it would tell you, okay, here's your urgent and important ones. But getting to where you can let go of the ones that are not important and not urgent, it's really hard to say, okay, that's not a priority. I'm going to put that on my someday maybe list or whatnot. So let me know in the chat if you guys have found, I have one more section, but let me know right on this part. If you have any questions about project management, if you have any questions about the business plan side and getting a plan together for your business, and I'm going to keep going, but I appreciate you guys all being here. And then we're going to come back and answer any questions for sure. All right. Excellent. So number 3 on my list, let me just make sure I'm going. Oh, yes. Okay. The right people. And this actually, a couple people are commenting that it is about the team. Now, keep in mind that it doesn't matter what team you have. It's going to take time. So a lot of people, when they first start their business out, one, they try to be everything and they try to do it all and they're burnt out. They can't get through, they're barely sleeping because they're trying to work on their business so much. Having people that you can rely on to do some of the tasks can make a huge difference in alleviating some of the stress. Now, when you delegate to a team, it is not necessarily easier, and it definitely does not give you an hour for hour return. If you have someone who's 3 hours of work, it does not mean that you're going to save 3 hours of work. I know a lot of you already know this, but it takes time to train your team. And if you start working with a company like IdeaPros, it takes time for things to kind of get rolling. If I hire an assistant, I have to train her, plus I have to manage her and make sure that everything is is being done the way that I need it to. And more importantly than that, I have to let go of the task enough for that person to succeed and do what they do best. And so for me, the team part was one of the hardest. I have a large team now, but I used to try to do it all myself. And even at IdeaPros, we have a lot of team members, and we have, you have to be able to balance all that. And again, it goes back to those task lists, having your task list that is clear and identifies exactly who's going to be doing the tasks. But it also is, here's your resources. Like if you have a template, if you have a process on something, which I highly recommend building those out as you go, then it's easier to delegate because they have a process. You give them room to creatively finish things, because if you lock people down too much and say this is the process, then they can't be free to create and help and grow your business by giving you feedback on optimization opportunities. So you have to give them some of your, some creative freedom. How do you get these tools? I will give you guys, I'm going to put them all in the chat too. Most of them have free versions. I mean, that's the only one that I know does not have a free version, I think, is Live Plan. I think you might have to pay. It's not much, if anything. I think it's like $12 or it's under 20, I believe. Yes, and task lists. And Vanessa, I'm so excited to meet with you very soon so we can get some of your task lists. And you guys know I have a 90-day launch task list that I do for all of our partners, and it is intense. I mean, there's no shortage of tasks on there, but I've gone through and figured out which things have to be a priority at which points in a process. Again, processes, having team members that can help you. So delegating those tasks out and having the team that you can distribute it to. Now, for teams, if you're looking for help, there's a couple resources. Upwork, upwork.com. It has always been, I think my first admin jobs more through there way back when. So Upwork is a tool where you can hire people. There's lots that are on the market right now. So you can do a search and look for similar companies to Upwork. I have just kept with Upwork because it's just, once you're rooted in that, it's so easy to just go back to your team over and over. You don't have to worry about your W-9s or any of those legal documents because Upwork sends them all for you. So end of tax season is much easier. You can use Fiverr, Fiverr. Fiverr. Yes, Fiverr.com. So I'm typing that in there too. Now, these are ways to get people that can help you. One thing to know is that you're going to have to test. You're going to have to try, especially when you're working with an assistant or if you're working with social media team. If you're one of our partners, reach out to us if you need some of those resources. We might have referrals that we can give to you for those. But it's just about trying different people out and seeing who you have the best mesh with. Another one that I love is Acadium, and Acadium is more of internship platform. So you basically can get an intern for a period of time. It's still a paid intern, but you have to be able to commit to training some of that time, but it is very affordable. And the people are amazing. They're wanting to expand their knowledge. I mean, they're great. My experience with Acadium has been wonderful. So those are three ways to find some people to help you. And then that really covers all the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I'm sorry, this one ran a little bit later. So if you do have any questions, let me know in the chat. Oh my gosh. So Jay knows my addiction to AppSumo and AppSumo.com, AppSumo. Oh my goodness. Okay. So if you want, I can send you a link. You can go to AppSumo. That's great. No problem. I can get you a link that will give you $10 off. Just let me know if you want that link. I will send it over to you personally. AppSumo is a tool. Oh, it's my favorite. It's a company that basically has software that you can buy for a one-time fee instead of all of the software that's out there that's monthly. You're paying forever. AppSumo releases new programs, and these are programs that want beta testers and they want reviews. They're solid companies because you can't work with AppSumo unless you have a solid app or service, but they are amazing. So I know Odin, we've talked about this. I know it's because it's so amazing. How can you get something? I mean, I bought OneStream for a one-time fee of $59 a month. The actual monthly service now is $89. Okay, so I paid $59 forever. That's only one time. And then at this very moment, that package is $89 a month for the average person. It's insane how much money you can save for your business. It's easy to solve problems with software and then forget that you have software. So my recommendation is if you get addicted to AppSumo like I did, put a spreadsheet together of all the software that you've purchased and remember to go back and use it. So I know if ClickUp was on AppSumo, we'd all be, it would be amazing. That's absolutely right. And ClickUp's amazing for keeping track. Like I said, there's all those site maps. There's ways to do flow charts. It's awesome. But AppSumo has helped my business keep the costs down substantially. Everything from bots, and Odin, maybe you could put your bot one that was most recent. And there's so many I have to recommend for you guys on there. But MarketMuse is great for blog writing. I know I got Jay on that one because I love it, love it, love it. So many things that you can do with software to alleviate some of the pain in your business. But just remember to use them, buy them, and then use them, not just throw them aside. BotStar, yes, that's right. It was BotStar is amazing. We've talked about it before. I should do a live on how to use that for sure. So, all right, guys, I've given you a ton of information in my true form that I always want to give unbelievable information to you. So we have a lot of links that I'm going to put in the chat. We have Live Plan. We have the one-page business plan. Again, if you want the one-page business plan PDF, I will send it to you. Just hashtag one page and I'll get that back to you. Oh yeah, word of mouth bot. Yes, that's to get more reviews. That one's excellent. Again, appsumo.com for some of these software solutions. Yeah, BotStar's gone. And the thing about AppSumo that's so addictive and possibly brilliant is that they only have these for a limited time. So you're only going to have some of them are on for like 5 days, some are on for a couple weeks, but they go away. So you will not be able to get that lifetime deal again after it. And they do not joke around. It's gone. It's gone. You do not have can I just please? No, it's gone. So have to grab them while you can. Brilliant method. So the other two, Asana and ClickUp, I'm going to put all these links in the chat for you guys. And I'm going to check right now and see if we have any questions. I'm so glad you guys were here with me today. So Odin, thank you so much for popping on. Of course, Shilpa, nice to see you. And Scott, Bongo, Alfredo, nice to have you here. I don't know if I've seen you before. Now, Bongo is going to be an amazing app going into beta testing very soon. if you guys haven't checked it out, Bongo, if you want to put your information about how they can sign up and get more information, you can do that in the chat. If not, we'll do it when we announce you live. We have Vanessa, who's one of our partners, amazing. And we have Pam. Oh, hey, good to see you. I am so excited for what Pam has coming down the pipeline. I don't want to say too much because I know it's coming. And Sean Reed with Sage Scheduler. Sean, if you haven't already put Sage Scheduler in the chat, definitely do that. Mary with an app that's coming. Again, awesome people. These are amazing partners of ours, but we also have a lot of people who are new entrepreneurs. So we try to make all of our shows on Fridays at noon Pacific time, applicable to everyone, not just you if you're a partner, but you as an entrepreneur, you as someone who has a service business. It doesn't matter. We love all of our entrepreneurs. Hi, Donna. Great to have you here from Tennessee. I love it. I'm back in Tennessee, clearly. Back at my home office. I did get to visit San Diego. That was amazing. Barry, great to have you here. And I want to say Euros is the name. I'm horrible with names, so please tell me how to properly pronounce your name. For sure. I'm glad you're watching live. And of course, Jay Benoit with Planner, ClickUp, WP. I mean, tons of tips. And Go High Level. I know that's my CRM and I love it. And that's for all of its email, texting. It's like if all of the best software made babies, it's like a baby version of every software that's out there. It's awesome. And then, you started using Live Plan. That's awesome, Bongo. It is really helpful to have the little videos. I mean, I think if I had to plan my own business plan and I didn't have someone looking over my shoulder saying, hey, here's how you do it. And if you get stuck here, they actually have a chat feature too on there. So you can utilize that if you get stuck somewhere. For sure. So I love it. Hey, more Maddie Sack. Good to see you. And then Sean Reed. Oh, yeah. One of the biggest parts of building a business is all of this, the software, the tools, and being able to organize yourself, right? Ahmed, nice to see you. Walter, great to see. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Walter, good to see you over on YouTube. And then Irene, Kelly Reed, Aziza, who is going to be on with us live in, I hope, 2 weeks. Next week, so I'm so planned out, guys. Okay, so next week we have a specialist that is going to be talking about trademarking / patents. Exciting specialist, not just a team member, but someone who actually does this all the time. So we're going to have him on. And then the following week, we're going to have Aziza, hopefully, if we can get her on, talking about her journey. But more than that, like, what is it like to go through this process? She has her product launching. Actually, rawbeautyco.com. You can check out her product, but she's been on this journey and her product's all natural, amazing. But what is it like behind the scenes? That's 2 weeks from now. So, thank you guys all so much for being here. I see Katie as well. I will get everyone over those one-page business plans. Just download it, because if you try to do it on the website, it's not going to you're not going to be able to save it. So download it and then hit save, and then you can keep your one-page business plan. Frederick Dixon, great to see you. Tran, I know we have a bunch of people who popped in towards the end. Martin, and yes. Okay. So yes, Raw Beauty Co. products are available. I was looking for this earlier. rawbeautyco.com to get your purchase. And if you bought a gift certificate, we had sold gift certificates at one point. So if you haven't redeemed it, please let me know so I can help you get the product now. So if you bought one of obviously we have the system that tells us, but reach out to me because I can help you get that. Great to see you, Brandon. Oh, thanks. You love IdeaPros. We love you too. Actually, I just saw a bunch of things going back and forth. So it looks like things are really heating up and getting moving in your car. It sounds like. Oh, yes. And then we're going to be talking about the 90-day checklist, and absolutely excited to meet with you. All right, guys. So let me know if there's anything that you love, any tools in the chat so I can take a look at them. I am always the type that wants to, try new things. I am not afraid of software by any means. So let me know if you have a favorite one that you want to share with us. And Well, don't forget to hit the reminder bell when this show is over so you get notifications when we go live. And also in the chat, in the post itself, there is a link for a question and answer form, and there's also a link for a reminder notification. We'd love to let you know when we're about to go live. I usually message about 30 minutes before, just so you have time to get your stuff together and go over to Facebook or YouTube so that you can join us live. And as we get going more and more, we're going to have more and more of our partners that are being featured because they have products launching, like Mantis, which is coming out. Can't wait. So we'll see you guys all next week. Have a very blessed week. Bye, guys.